In this section of the training, we'll review the Science U Code of Conduct for campers. It's important to review the expectations of camper behavior in order to maintain a successful learning environment. We'll talk more about teaching strategies at our live training in June, Innovation at Work. The general summary of the Code of Conduct is this: campers are expected to be on best behavior. Some of the most important rules for campers can be summarized as follows. No open-toed shoes in the labs. No cell phones on. Our policy is off and away during the day. Campers are asked to stay in approved areas at all times and not wander off. And they're to respect Penn State property and people. And there's absolutely no violent, destructive, or threatening behaviors allowed. We understand if a camper needs to make a phone call because they forgot something or need to communicate with their parents, but we simply ask that you encourage them to find a way to use their phone that does not disrupt the learning environment. Occasionally, there may be a challenging camper, and we like to offer him or her choices to correct their behavior with an opportunity to learn. The 3-strike rule applies for most behaviors. First offense is a verbal warning, and an internal report is made. The second offense is a verbal warning, an internal report is made, and discussion with a parent or guardian usually follows. And a third offense may or may not warrant a camper's dismissal. The 3-strike rule applies for most behaviors except violent, destructive, or threatening behavior. For residential campers who stay the night, there are a few more rules we have for their safety. Although not all of you will interact with residential campers after 4 p.m., it helps to know these rules just in case. We ask campers to stay with their evening mentors at all times, stay in approved dorm areas, no guests of the opposite sex in rooms are allowed, curfew at 10 p.m. and lights out at 11 p.m. Finally, there are resources available for any staff or volunteer to get a much deeper understanding about the Code of Conduct and youth program expectations at Science U and Penn State. Evening mentors should see their residential protocol pages, extended care staff should read more about their procedures, and all staff are welcome to read what is sent home to parents. All of these documents are based off of Penn State policy, which are also available for you to review.